right, it's 1:30, so welcome everybody to today's webinar. My name is Sandy Liking. I'm the Client Solutions Training Manager here at AAM, and I'm excited about today's webinar. We have an awesome product that we just launched. It's called News Media Distribution Map. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and get started with our webinar because I want to make sure you see all the great features of this new option we have for you. So just give a brief overview. Do want to let you know that this recording, before I get started, this webinar is going to be recorded. And at the end of the webinar, I will be sending out a follow-up email with a video about the distribution map as well as the recording to this webinar. So a brief overview. AAM is constantly looking at ways for publishers to tell their full brand story. So AAM recently just launched to all our U.S. newspaper clients the zip code distribution map in brand view. Now, zip code data is one of the key elements our publications utilize to showcase the location of their distribution. But before we dive into this complementary distribution heat map, I want to first take a look at the various ways you can obtain and analyze the zip code data. So I'm just going to give you the overall basics for the paragraph 3 zip code. One, it allows publications to showcase their data of where the distribution is occurring by zip code level. AAM does require all our U.S. publications to report zip code data along with their quarterly data report and audit report. We ask that our clients choose a representative daily day and a representative Sunday day in their zip code report. The zip code report is also broken down not only by zip code but total distribution by applicable distribution categories. So at minimum, what you're going to see is a publication zip code information by total paid, total qualified, and or total verified distribution. So what I did, I took a copy of a paragraph 3 from an audit report. And what you're going to see is it's going to have the zip code, the city or town associated with that zip code, household information, which I'm going to go get into in a little bit here. And also this publication, if you notice, not only did they break out total paid and the qualified distribution, but they broke out details. They broke out what the total paid home delivery mail is, single copy sales. So they took advantage of breaking out the details. Also, too, what you're going to find in the audit report is a map. This audit report map. It's a nice map. It highlights the main zip codes and the highlights. It's kind of hard to see, but it's yellow here versus white. The yellow area means that this is where they have their most distribution occurring. One thing about this map, it is only attached to the audit report. It's not clickable. It just gives you just a quick visual. So you're going to find the new distribution heat map that we have in BrandView is going to just take this map and put it to the next level. So audit report information, it is printed in the actual audit report. The zip code information is printed in the audit report. Also, too, we ask our clients every quarterly, when they submit their quarterly information, they also submit their zip code information on a quarter basis. One thing you'll find if you pull a quarterly data report, you're not going to see in the PDF document the actual zip code information. However, it is available in our Media Intelligence Center through the Newspaper Analyzer. It's a great way for when you pull this information from our Newspaper Analyzer is a great resource for you to do competitive analysis, your comparisons, look at other publications, look at how a publication's penetrating a particular zip code, also helps with that target marketing. So there's a lot of information you can obtain from the zip code report that's housed in our Media Intelligence Center through the Newspaper Analyzer. Some of the key components you're going to find in the zip code report, whether it's the audit report or the quarterly data report, is this column here. It's total circulation and total projected circulation. So as I mentioned before, we asked our clients to select a daily day and a Sunday day for paragraph 3. So when you add total paid, total qualified, total verified, it comes up with this total circulation number for that paragraph 3 date. But some readers want to know, well, what's their overall distribution for the reporting period? So if I'm looking at a quarterly report, what's their 3-month average for that zip code? If I'm looking at an audit report, what's their 12-month average for the zip code? So that's what the projected circulation figure is. It's an estimate of what it would be for that reporting period. The other key feature in the zip code report that is really helpful for our clients is household information. Household information is obtained from the Nielsen Company on an annual basis. What's great about this is what it does. It has the household aligned to the specific zip code. It takes your total projected circulation, compare it to the household, and to come up with a household coverage percent. So this tells the reader of the report how well you're penetrating a particular zip code. So bear with me, I'm going to flash back here to this report here. So if you look at the zip code 32159, we look at their household coverage is 55.9%. So what it did, it took my average Sunday circulation here, my projected circulation of 8,788, and compares it to the household of 15,725 to come up with that 55.9%. What does this tell you? And this means that they have a lot of distribution in that area, and they're really hitting all those households in that area. So it's a great tool to kind of look to see where you want to focus your advertising. But one of the things when you're looking at zip code information, what if you just don't have the time to go in the Media Intelligence Center to pull that audit report, to pull that information from the newspaper analyzer? Well, that's where this new distribution map tab comes into play. What this new distribution tab does, it's basically what it is, it's a heat map of the zip code information for our clients. And it gives a visual picture, a quick visual of the zip code and their distribution areas, and allows users to be able to filter, save, and export this data into an easy-to-use format. Some of the key features of this distribution map tab: one, it's a great quick visual of the publication zip code distribution. It's a complement to that information detail report that you're going to find in the analyzer tool. One, it gives you quick access to the household percent. So you don't have to go into the analyzer. It's going to be right there in that distribution heat map. Now, when you look at the information on the distribution heat map, it's going to be default to the Sunday total circulation. However, you will be able to filter by state, circulation, frequency, as well as affiliated publications. What's great about this distribution heat map is that it automatically updates with the latest quarterly release data report. So that map I showed you previously in the audit report, that's only for the audit. It's a printed document, it's a PDF, it's static. This distribution map comes alive. It's actually automatically updates with our quarterly data report. It's clickable. You can click on various zip codes, and you can export when you click on the zip code, you can also click on it so it aggregates your zip codes when you click on them and export them into an Excel. The other feature is that you can also, too, customize your distribution tab with your publication logo. So one of the questions we've been getting lately since we launched this is how can we activate this distribution map tab? Well, this tab is complimentary for approximately 1,000 of our U.S. newspaper clients who report zip code data with us. Our basic brand view profiles are free for our publishing clients. And this distribution map tab has been automatically launched for all our U.S. newspaper clients. So at minimum, a brand view profile will contain quarterly data, distribution map, and reports library tabs for our U.S. newspaper clients. So what are the benefits for a publisher? Main one is it's complimentary. It's at no additional cost. It's a great marketing tool for you. It enhances your brand view profile, gives a great visual. It's a great supplement to that nitty-gritty report that you're going to find in our newspaper analyzer. It's automatically updated with each quarterly data report released. And what's great, too, about this distribution map tab, it's included in your brand view profile. So when you direct a client to look at your brand view profile, you can have them go directly into the Media Intelligence Center, or you can copy your unique URL link that's customized for your brand view profile and share that with your client. And they don't have to be a member of AAM to access it. As long as you share them with your custom URL link, they'll be able to access your BrandView profile. That includes your distribution map tab. So what are the benefits for buyers? One, it's easy to navigate. It's a quick time-saving aid to help you with their target marketing. You don't have to dig through a lot of large data sets. You don't have to go looking at PDFs, websites. It's all there. It's a one-stop shop. There's going to be a variety of filtering options. You can filter by state, frequency, distribution type, affiliate of pubs. And it's clickable zips. When you particular zip codes you want, you can hover over them and it's going to tell you what the total distribution is and that household percent. Basically, it's a one-stop shop, quick and easy for you to look at. So now that I've given you some basic behind the information about the distribution heat map and the zip code reporting, let's take a look at a live demo. So I'm going to escape out of my PowerPoint. And now I'm on AAM's website. So to go into AAM's website, you want auditedmedia.com. And when you go onto our website, in the upper right-hand corner is a login. You're going to use the down arrow, and you have two choices. You can do Media Intelligence Center, or you can do the Publishing Filing Center. For our purposes, to access BrandView, you want the you want the Media Intelligence Center. When you log into the Media Intelligence Center, it's going to ask for your credentials. Now, just to want to let you know that all our AAM clients have full access to all the information that's housed in the Media Intelligence Center, including your staff. So if you want to go ahead and create your own username and password, you certainly can do that. If you have any questions about what your credentials are for the Media Intelligence Center or how to set up your own username and password, please contact us at 224-366-6339. So I'm going to go ahead and just use my credentials, and I'm going to log in. So when you log in, this is AAM's database. It's known as the Media Intelligence Center, also referred to as the MIC. It houses all our public clients' AAM documents, publisher statements, quarterly reports, audit reports, breaks it down by division, by newspaper, magazine, businesses, and farms. On the left-hand side, you can filter by various ways. You can filter by circulation, parent company. For my purposes today, though, I'm going to use the search by bar, and I'm going to use the Oregonian for my example. So I start typing Oregonian, and it starts popping up. Now, before I go into the Oregonian's BrandView profile, I do want to show you their newspaper analyzer, their zip code data that's housed in their newspaper analyzer. So to bring up that analyzer button, what you need to do is to check the box next to the title, and once you do this, the Analyze Data button pops up. I'm going to go ahead and click on it. And when I do, there's multiple tabs that pop up. The tab that I'm interested in, it's called the Newspaper Analyzer. I'm going to go ahead and click on that. Now, the default is always going to pull the latest quarterly data information. However, you can check the box for audited data. And also, too, you can select the reporting periods that you want. If I want historical, I click historical, and I can select the different quarters I want to look at. Again, for my purposes, I'm only interested in quarterly reporting at this point in time. Now I'm going to go and select reports. The one I'm interested in is distribution by zip code. I like to use modify. So I'm going to go into modify, and I'm going to check this box, select all, because what that will do, it'll pull in my zip code distribution by category. So I want everything. And then I'm going to go ahead and click this button, submit. Now it does take it a moment, so you need to be patient, but what it's going to do, it's going to bring up for Oregonian their zip code information for their Sunday and for their daily, for the latest release quarter report. What's great about this is there's an export button. You click on that and select Excel. And when you select Excel, you can click OK, and it will download it into Excel. So when you want to do those year-over-year comparisons, competitive analysis, this is the way to go. So I just wanted to do a brief overview of that newspaper analyzer tool. But what if you just wanted just a quick look at the Oregonian's zip code distribution? Instead of checking the box, I'm just going to go ahead and click on the title, Oregonian. And what will happen is it will pop up a publication's BrandView profile. Now, for some publications, they haven't activated all their optional tabs for brand view. At minimum, what you're going to see for our U.S. titles, newspaper titles, will be the quarterly reports tab, the distribution map tab, and the reports library tab. Now, Oregonian, they took advantage of all the optional tabs available, in particular, the overview tab. I really like a publication when they do the overview tab because it provides more information about that publication. It allows a publication to customize information about their title, about their brand. So here at Oregonian, they provide a brief information about their publication. They also have this link, Contact Us. Now, Contact Us is not contacting AAM. It's going to be a link to contact the contacts at the Oregonian. Also, here is the media kit. When you click on the media kit, it's going to go directly to the Oregonian's media kit. So you don't have to search online. You don't have to search on the website for it. It's all right here. Also, too, they have a brief video. If we were to click on the video, they have information about their publication. The tab that we're going to be highlighting today is this distribution map tab. Now, this has been released to all our newspaper U.S. clients who report zip code data with us. So as we bring it up, it's a heat map. And what you'll notice, there's some areas that are gray. Then you have this light orange, and then this deep red orange. The lighter the color, or the darker the color, it means that the publication has a lot of distribution in that particular zip code. The lighter the color, as I click on this particular zip code, which is, if I can take off my glasses here, it looks like 98648, has a total distribution of 43 copies. And its percent, that's the household percent, the household coverage. So it means that penetrating that area 2%. But if I'm going to go ahead and I want to expand, I want to look in this area. So I'm going to click in the plus button to zoom in because I want to make my map a little bigger. The minus sign zooms out. So I'm going to, just so to give you a visual, I want to click on this orange area, the dark red. And if you notice, for Sunday total circulation, for this particular zip code, which is 97230, has a total of 3,300 distribution, and the household percent is 19%. If I look at this zip code, which is 97229, has about 3,500 in total distribution for Sunday, and the household percent is 13%. So it gives you a quick visual without going into the analyzer of what the total distribution is for Sunday and the household percent. Another cool feature with this distribution map, let's say you're interested in the the dark red zip codes. So and I want to find out what the total distribution is. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to hover over this one zip code, which is 972230, left click. And when I do that, you notice up here is total distribution. It shows what that total distribution is for that zip code. Now I'm going to click on this zip code here, the 97229, and when I left click, it adds to that total distribution figure. Now I'm going to look at this zip code, 97007, which is about 3,800, left click, and it adds to that total distribution. So without getting your calculator out or going into the analyzer tool, quick way to look at where the specific zip codes you are interested in and where the total distribution is. Another great feature is once you have your zip codes that you want to look in an aggregate, you can click export. And what it'll do, it'll just put in a real quick Excel spreadsheet, not the detail level you're going to find in an analyzer tool, but what it will do will show you the zip code and the total distribution. So give it a moment for the spinning wheel to come up here. It takes in a moment, and those are my zip codes I selected in their distribution. So you can export it into Excel. Now, as I mentioned before, is that I'm going to go ahead and reset my map. So I'm going to reset. Now, the distribution, the default is always going to be Sunday circulation, with total circulation distribution. But what if I want to look at a daily? So I'm going to click filters, and you can filter by circulation type. Not only can you look at total circulation, you can filter it by total paid, total qualified, total verified. You can filter it by state. So if I was only interested in the state of Oregon, I can just click on Oregon. Affiliated publications, if I want to include the affiliate publication, I'm going to put a check mark by that. And also lets you look at frequencies. You can look at either at their Sunday frequency or their daily frequency. So for my example, I selected affiliated publication. I want to look at Sunday, and I'm going to click OK. So what happens is, I'm going to go ahead and use my plus icon to zoom in, but I want to show you. When I click on this particular zip code, this 97124, not only does it show the Oregonian, their distribution of around 1900, it also shows their affiliated pub of Your Essential Shopper that's also distributed on Sunday and has a total of looks like 1,273. So with this, again, there's various filtering options. If you want to have a map that you want to look at affiliated publications, but then you want to go back to your regular map, without going through the filters, you can go ahead and save your map. And what you can do is just type in, I would type in affiliate pub and click save. And then that way, what I can do is at a later point in time, when I go back into Oregonian, I go into show maps, show save maps, and then I can click on affiliated pub or the main Sunday circulation. So that's an option for you to do. So as you can see, this distribution heat map is a great tool for that quick visual for zip code data. It shows you what that total circulation is by zip code and gives you that household percent. So if you're looking for just a quick overview, distribution heat map is the way to go. If you want that real nitty-gritty detail for zip code distribution, you want to do year-over-year comparisons, competitive analysis, that's when you pull the information from the newspaper analyzer. But do want to point out that BrandView, the distribution heat map, really is a great tool, great visual. Not only is it a map of your distribution, but also, too, it's a one-stop shop for you. You have your overview tab. Highly recommend that you set up your overview tab. You can provide information, basic information about your publication. You can link to your contacts. You can link to your media kit. You can also then too activate your print distribution tab. This is coming directly from your quarterly report. This gives a quick visual of where your print distribution is occurring. It also has Oregonian elected to activate their digital tab. They have digital distribution, so it gives a quick visual of their digital distribution. Then if you want to go to the quarterly reports, you can have the quarterly report tab. And if you want to look at the previous reports, you click on the down arrow over here and you can pull up any quarter, previous quarter. It's always going to showcase the latest released quarterly report, which in this instance is going to be the June 2018. Reports library, if you're looking for audit report information, that's where you're going to go. So as you can see, there's a lot of information you can see in BrandView. Again, this link, if you were to highlight it, you can share this link with your clients and they would have full access to your BrandView profile, even if they're not an AAM client. The only thing is that they're not going to receive, if they're not part of AAM, would be the quarterly reports in the reports library. However, they would have your overview tab, the audience print distribution map tab to be able to look at. So that's the distribution heat map in a nutshell. If you have any questions about BrandView, the distribution map, or how to pull data from the Media Intelligence Center, please contact me, Sandy Liking, at 224-366-6342, or you can contact my colleague, Jenny Anderson, at 224-366-6425. So let me pull that up for you so you can see, again, our contact information. But I hope you have time today to take a quick look at our BrandView profile, look at the distribution heat map, kind of play around with it. You're going to find that it's going to be a wonderful tool for you to use when you're looking at for making comparisons, pulling information at a quick glance for zip code information, looking at that total Sunday circulation, looking at the household penetration at a quick glance. So with that, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it, and have a wonderful afternoon.